Hi everyone, I'm FM Greeno and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. It's not that long since we were together last, but it's been a little bit action-packed. So I've got something I will run through with you later on in the episode, bit of an update on what's been happening. So today we're going to head back up into Scandinavia from Kiel in Germany. And pick up another town on the way, a town I know reasonably well, and still with the mission of heading north to Norway. Let's get into it. So, as you can see here, there is a job for us to take a crawler tractor from Kiel up to Esbjerg. I say Esbjerg is a city I've been to a few times, so it'll be good to catch up with that along the way. Let's go and get hooked up and get on with the drive. So you can see we've now picked up this crawler tractor. Kind of a cross between a tractor and a tank by the looks of it. So let's get underway, let's get on the road and start heading north. So we're just leaving the town of Kiel now. As you can see, we've gone past the sign to say we've exited the city limits. Heading out on towards the highway. Now one thing you may notice if you look in towards our sat-nav, our financial situation is not quite as good as it was when I left you. So, I had a bit of a problem on my last drive. There was a police blockade. Now, I've seen many episodes of people playing this game. And more often than not, with a police blockade of the road, rather than taking the detour, you can kind of sneak your way around it a bit. Not this one. I drove past the police cars, down the slip road, out onto the main road, to find a helicopter blocking the middle of the road. I thought there was just about enough space to go around it. I was wrong. There wasn't. The revolving rotor blades actually caused some damage to the truck as I was trying to get around it.
And then exit right.
So, unfortunately, there was no way I could actually back out again from where I was. I was completely and utterly wedged up against the metal barriers of the road by this helicopter. So I had no choice in the end but to abandon the job. That comes with a €12,000 penalty in itself. And obviously there was damage to the truck, which I've had to just go and get fixed. That was another €3,500. So overall, I mean, I lost a little bit probably in terms of time, in terms of fuel and what have you.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Yeah, but overall I think I lost about €16,000 trying to sneak around a helicopter with its rotors on. So, I think for now, lesson learned. Next time we see a police blockage on the road, we're going to take the detour. Anyway, it's not a very long drive, this one. Only about 4 hours, so pretty short episode coming up, I guess. We're going to head up north towards, like I said, we're heading to Esbjerg, which is a city, I think I mentioned in a previous episode, a very good buddy of mine lived in Esbjerg for a couple of 3 years. So I travelled over to visit him, I think 3 or 4 times while he was there. Differing times of the year, in the summer, the winter, which was cold and windy. So yeah, it'll be interesting to get up and see if there's anything there that I recognise. There are certainly some features of the city that I remember. I wonder if we'll see them. Some of the coolest is like white statues of men. They're massive. They must be like, goodness, I don't know how tall, like 30 metres tall or something. Looking out to the sea, just south of Esbjerg, I think they are, on the coast. Maybe they're north of Esbjerg, I can't remember. They're by the sea anyway. Looking out to the sea, and I think they're called something like Men of the Sea or Men at the Sea or something like that. So quite often see those little things featured in the game, so it'll be interesting to see if we come across them. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, we're heading north, off to Denmark again. But there was a little bit of a ding there on the road. I'm having to try and maneuver around. You can see that in the mirror behind me. Someone clipped another car as they were coming out of the slip road. Fortunately, I spotted it in time and was able to slow down. One thing I have noticed in the short time we've been out on the road is just how wide this load is. So you can see if you look in the mirrors either side, the tractor is actually wider than the normal trailer that we're pulling. So you really have to position yourself pretty carefully on the road to make sure that you're not going into the other lane. Obviously, having the hard shoulder here on the right hand side means you can kind of veer a little bit more towards there. But if we do come up against any of those crazy slip roads you see in Scandinavia where they're really tight with the metal barriers on either side, definitely going to have to be careful there. So here we are at the border. We are leaving Germany into Denmark once again, which is pretty cool. I wonder if we're going to see any pigs or Lego this time. Let's hope so. So we're actually in Esbjerg now, but we're quite some way from our destination. Still got another hour and a half of driving to go. So we're obviously at a place quite some distance north of the city. We're heading down towards the harbour. I believe from here you can get ferries to the UK. I'm not sure they actually run in real life anymore. I know you used to be able to get a ferry from, I think it was maybe Hull or Newcastle or somewhere up that kind of way. It went directly over to Esbjerg, across the North Sea. Not a lot of fun if you get seasick, I wouldn't have thought. But yeah, as you can see, Esbjerg is kind of a port city. It's one of the largest cities in Denmark. I think it's the 5th largest city in Denmark. And the biggest sort of on this area of the west coast. Big town for the sort of oil and gas industry. A lot of offshore kind of stuff there. So it's an interesting place. But my proper route didn't actually come through the city here. It was trying to take me around the city, but I just wanted to come for a little explore. So I have come a little bit out of my way. I just wanted to come and see if I could see anything I kind of recognised. So that's the plan. Well, I've left the city of Esbjerg now, and I didn't really see anything in particular that I recognised. I do remember, obviously, there's a football stadium there, the Blue Water Arena, home of the local team. Didn't see that. And I think there's a big water tower kind of thing, which is quite famous for. Didn't see that either. So yeah, a bit of a wasted journey through the city when we could have just come out on this ring road, but it was worth going to take a look. Yeah, didn't see my statues either, which is a bit disappointing. I'm gonna maybe look up offline if they are actually in the game or not. Lots of those kind of features are. Anything that a city is particularly known for, or things that you can see from the road. We've already seen the Angel of the North, didn't we, as we were heading up in the northeast of England. I have come across a big eagle statue which sits high above the M1 motorway in Hungary near a town Tatabánya. We've seen that one. I don't think it was in an episode. I think I've seen that one in something I did offline. So yeah, hopefully those white men will be in there, and at some point I'll find a route that takes me past them. Anyway, we've got about an hour to go until we hit our destination, which clearly isn't in Esbjerg. So yeah, we'll check in when we get a little bit closer. So we're getting pretty close to the destination here. We've just come off the main road and onto this kind of farm track. Obviously we are delivering a tractor, so it should come as no real surprise that we're delivering it to a farm or something similar.
Turn left.
But yeah, this is going to be a bit of a challenging corner here, I think, with such a long load. So we'll have to take this nice and steady. Yeah, there we are. Agro Nord is where we're delivering this. Try not to get the back end of the trailer to fall into a ditch or anything. Pretty close, but I think we're okay. So this has been a really smooth drive. You'll all be pleased to know no traffic fines picked up at all. Most unusual for me. We haven't had to go over any bridges where I paid a toll either. which is always a bonus. We seem to be doing that quite a lot in Scandinavia. So it's all gone very much to plan, this one. No helicopters in the road, causing me to abandon the job or anything. But overall, I'm pretty pleased. So let's get this delivered. Just got a couple of final corners to go around here. Nice little sort of flat area of farmland here. Still no piggies. Don't know where they're keeping all the pigs here in Denmark, but not where I am, that's for sure. So here we are. I think just this little left turn to go, and we will be finished at the destination. There's the little green sign. Looks like a bunch of greenhouses around here, which means we'll have to be pretty careful if we're doing any of the parking. Let's see what we've got here. So there's a 40 XP, 15. Oh, I mean, that looks all right, doesn't it? We'll take the 15. The 40 doesn't look that difficult, I don't suppose, but see, what I might do is back up a little bit here if I can. Give me a little bit more swing around this corner here. So that's where we've got to head to. And we don't want to be smashing into any greenhouses. That's going to cause a bit of damage if we do. So where are we going? Is it just around this corner here? I can't see the... There's the little white box there, see? This isn't the easiest of these 15 XP parkings I've seen. Often you just have to drive straight in. We're not going to take that fence out on the left-hand side there, are we? No, we've got around there, so... And right up close to this greenhouse. I wonder what they're growing in there. Looks like some cabbages or something. Get nice and tight to the fence there. And hopefully any second now we're going to get a little green light flash up. Come on. There we go. And we have completed that drive, which is good news. So let's see what we ended up out of this one then. It was only a short one, of course. There we are, just over 10,000 euros. Almost 500 XP. So not bad. So obviously next time we're going to be looking to see if we can head up back into Norway again. There are ferry routes, of course, from the north of Denmark into Norway. So that's the plan if we can get a route like that. But yeah, like I say, that'll be for next time. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Not the longest drive, but a nice smooth one, that's for sure. Quite an amusing little story about me and my helicopters. But if you did enjoy it, please drop a like on there for me. And if you've got any comments about this episode or the series as a whole so far, I would love to see them below. One thing, actually, I wouldn't mind you commenting on. I'm thinking about upgrading the truck a little bit. So if there's anything in specifically that you think I should be focusing on first, let me know about that in the comments below. Of course, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, don't forget to click that button and come and hop on the Greenobus. Plenty of room for you all. Just remains for me to thank you for watching, and I will see you soon for some more action here with Euro Truck Simulator 2. Bye for now.